Hello! We just clap scenes for our editor. Welcome to episode 41 of the Rollslayers podcast. We're having a good time. The good times are rolling. But as always, before we get into tonight's episode, we have to get out of the way the announcements. And I hate doing them, so Hayden does them.
I love them. I love all of our sponsors, especially Eldritch Foundry. Eldritch Foundry is where you get custom minis for reasonable prices, STL files, lots of hats, all the stuff that you'd want from your custom mini experience. Use our code Rollslayers for 15% off at checkout. Let's highlight the social media offerings. They're there. We're there. Go check them all out. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube. Like and subscribe on YouTube, and also get into our Discord. We've got the link in our Instagram bio. That's where the real action happens. I think we've been a little busy lately, but I anticipate that the next discussion will be firing off soon, mostly because it's been too long. Let's see. Let's talk about music. That's the next good one, right? Who do we have for music? We've got Beyond Skyrim. We've got Scanlan Shorthaul music. We've got Celestial Aeon Project. We've got Sirenscape. Between all those, you get to hear what it sounds like to be in an extra-dimensional lab full of tadpoles trying to get into our flesh. Use them in your own game. They're good for creating ambience for Dungeons and Dragons types of games. Let's see. worldanvil.pxf.io/rollslayers is the link you use to purchase your own world anvil and construct your own world. That's right, your entire world, all in basically just a wiki that's just for you, that you can keep secret or allow access to, or, do whatever you need to do with it. Basically, you can build your own D&D source book if you wanted to. So, get on over there, go get it, get started on your own creative endeavors. And finally, patreon.com/rollslayers is where you go to get the real campaign. That's right, the secret campaign that we've been doing is in there.
And Molly and I will put the real story behind how we created our characters, or where they came from.
That's what, there isn't a secret campaign, but there is some fun little discussions like that where you do hear us as players talk about our thought processes. And pretty soon we'll hear those two uploading their own. It might even be there by the time this episode comes out.
Maybe. Who knows?
Maybe. But that's all of them. Let's go get eaten by worms.
Worms! Let's play the game. Let me put on some
Stop it.
No!
Stop it. Hey.
aggressive slurping.
Can that be our... What do you call that? Closed caption?
Oh.
Aggressive slurping.
We need an AI generated chapter just called aggressive slurping.
Oh no, make sure it's off.
My suggestion for last episode was
For the name?
depart.
It's good.
I think it was depart these tadpoles.
No, depart these leeches.
Depart
Yeah,
these
yeah.
leeches.
Can we also
Jed's
please
titles are
please
pretty
end at
fire.
10:30?
Yes, we can.
Okay, thank you.
So last we left off, the party made their way deeper into the leech tadpole tunnel, fighting their way through, barring the door, and blessedly closing it securely. Infected, some of them found antidotes after a hurried scrawl through the library, or the laboratory, and they made their way deeper into the complex, finding abandoned cages as well as a door at the end. A hole in one of the cages, some destroyed automatons. And at the end of the door, they found a group of red caps desperately wanting out. Wanting to go home. Wanting to gut Goldwyn like a fish. But mostly wanting to go to their hag. After some brief discourse, the party agreed to end the containment lockdown so that they may go home. They returned to the laboratory and decided, instead of going down the hole into the ventilation shaft after the Chul, they were to go through the tadpole hallway. After a bit of clairvoyance from Sai. Opening the door. That's where we left off. We open the door to find an empty hallway, smeared with purple blood.
We proceed slowly down the hallway, listening for squishles.
Or scrapies. Or
The two kinds of sounds, really.
Clackities and screeches or squelches.
Yeah.
Single file. You once again make your way down this hallway. The only squelches you hear are under your feet as you step upon viscera and blood.
So there's
Some dead.
are there some dead pieces of tadpoles?
Chunks, but no whole tadpole.
Okay.
Like, it seems like someone tried to mop this thing up and left some behind, but the majority of the corpses are gone.
Oh, that's weird.
You reach the junction.
So the blood looks like kind of disturbed also? Like
Yeah.
There's not like pools of it. It's like
Like somebody came in with a broom, but not a mop.
yeah.
It looks like someone definitely disturbed the ground.
Okay.
Interesting.
Go ahead and make a survival check.
Who had to it?
Arcane Roomba?
So I would have her shield kind of like over her head, like holding on to it, but holding it away from the
What kind of check?
Survival.
Survival.
21.
Oh.
Zach, you start to crouch down and observe these patterns in the blood.
Mm-hmm.
And you see, strangely enough, about 1-inch trails, like someone ran their fingers through the blood. No, not fingers. These are 1 inch, they're about the size of the tadpoles. And then you see push marks where it looks like the bodies have been moved forcefully, connecting to these tadpole trails. It looks like the live tadpoles claimed the bodies of their fallen brethren
You ate them?
and pushed them back into the vents.
Okay.
Thanks, I hate it.
That's so specific. Ooh. Okay. We're tiptoeing.
Okay, you reach the juncture,
Reachy squelching.
turn the corner.
Would Zach like tell anyone that, or would you
I would
kinda
just
keep it
kind
to
of like
yourself?
point, like, and like show, kind of like they're dragging them back in the vents, but like not make a lot of noise.
Okay, quietly, yes.
Mhm.
You turn the corner to find another hall. It looks like the viscera continues to push the red slot into the vents with the blue slot, as the top vent is inaccessible. But nothing alive. You make your way back
Where did
into
they
the
all go?
primary room to 2 other sealed doors.
All right. Well, how about no this time?
Okay. Are we supposed to stay quiet, or We can talk.
If we can get this bar off quietly, I think that'd be better.
Do you think they hear us? Do you think they smell us? Do you think they smell our exhalations? What do I know about Slot? What do I know about babies?
Slod, you rolled like a 21, I think, on your Arcana. Slod have senses similar to humanoids. They smell, see, taste, hear, but they're...
What about the tadpoles?
Oh, the tadpoles specifically. This is
they know
interesting
they want
to you.
to come and feed on us. Or
Tadpoles are usually not outside of a body. You're usually infected with chaos phage in a very much earlier state. They're not usually burrowing into you. They are
like laid as eggs or something.
Yes, and then they start to grow into tadpoles inside of you. So you're not super familiar with what a tadpole senses when outside of the body.
It's pretty interesting that they would be, I guess, growing like that. Seems like somebody must have been doing it on purpose.
Yeah, it's different from their norm. They shouldn't be out.
It really makes me wonder who this Goldwyn guy is and why he has this place.
Did he experiment? Did he create these? And then they escaped him?
I don't know.
I'd guess something like that. I just don't know how they escaped it.
Ugh.
In any case, north door?
Yeah.
Okay. Whoever's doing this, I'm going to allow you to just open it after some time. If you want to make a stealth check, that's completely fine.
Oh man, am I the stealth now?
I can stealth.
Okay.
I will stealthily whack the door open.
Well, you can try and kind of
Yeah.
unseal it with strength and be careful there.
That's
You.
I rolled a 2.
There's a thunk as the lock is disengaged. It slides open. Inside is a hallway leading to two other doors on either, or one other door on either side. One on the right, one on the left, as you make your way down the hall.
How long is
About
the
how
hallway?
long is that hallway?
40 feet.
Okay,
Oh.
It's about
big one.
10 feet wide.
Big.
Same featureless metal walls.
Is there a door at the end, or it's just
Left,
the
right.
hallway? It's left
It just
right?
splits into two.
Okay.
Dead end otherwise. All right. I picked the last one. Who picks this?
Not me.
Let's just two identical doors. Visa will take a look at the left door.
Okay.
That
It
was
is
the line
actually-
I'm looking for.
Open.
The door is open?
Oh,
We'll peek through.
Okay. Make a perception check.
perfect.
18.
The first thing as you peek around is you encounter smell. Fishy.
I know fishy.
As you peer in, there's firelight reflecting off of dark wood surfaces. Parlor-esque chairs and side tables. Paneled, bookshelved walls. And motion and sound every now and then as a book is thrown, clattering across the room. As you further peek in, you see a hulking blue figure, toad-like, that is picking up books, glancing at it. You hear a read it, throws it.
What kind of fishy? Is it like fresh fish? Is it like dead fish or like cooked fish?
Like fresh fish.
Slowly, Visa's gonna inch his head back and hold the door. Not latching it, but just like bringing it a little more shut. Say, there seems to be a fully grown blue toad thing rifling through some sort of residency.
I'm gonna get into Zek's head right now. All right, you genius savant, can they be reasoned with?
Slod?
Yeah, I'm asking that.
Yeah, on occasion. They're not friendly.
Maybe. Not necessarily likely, but they're not. They're sentient.
I'm just kind of holding a finger up. I'm gonna shift the telepathic chat to Visa. Zek seems to think that they can be communicated with. They can be reasoned with. You think that's like those red cap fellas over there? They might. I don't know. He might not come chomping at us.
Perhaps it was the small blue tadpoles burrowing into my stomach, but I'm disinclined to trust this one.
Yeah, that'd do it, wouldn't it? Out the door, then?
Well, I don't want to be surprised by this if we turn around.
As you are communicating, you all hear a dum, 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 dum in the metal of the walls. Hey. Dum, 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 dum. Bang! Bang! Can't tell the direction.
Can't tell the direction.
Oh.
Cool. Quick peek through the door. Blue Toady doing anything?
Kind of looks over its shoulder a little bit. Read it.
I'm beginning to think that's not the parrot from the first campaign.
Oh boy.
All right, show of hands. Other door, or talk to Slod, or attack Slod.
Attack Slod. Try to get words out of it and then kill it.
Oh,
That's Zek's vote.
I think that he'll do this in everybody's head down the line. That'll. All right, attack. All right, attack and brutalize Slod in seeking information. Zai.
Zai would just, wide eyes, shrug, I don't know.
Undecided. Shift it over to Ori. Ori.
She does kind of the exact same gesture as Zai.
A fellow abstention and old man.
We're here for Goldwyn. If the blue creature can tell us which way Goldwyn is and doesn't engage us, leave it be.
Does Snip get a vote?
No. I vote for both of us because I got the legs.
That makes sense.
All right, so
what does Leaf do?
Clarify for me. What is it you think we ought to do then?
If we're to engage with this slod, as Zek calls it, then I'd be fine with just verbally engaging and see if it'll let lie.
All right. Well, that makes two of us, and considering the only other person that voted was Zek, who opted to go in swords swinging.
We can talk. We can talk to it. We can try to talk to it. I just will already have my sword out.
It's good.
Understandable. I'm sure he'd understand it. They, I don't know what that is, will understand such a stance. Maybe should one of us go in? Should I just go in and see if I can do this on my own? Y'all back up.
It's probably best that one of us don't present ourselves as an easy target.
All right, you're right.
The slod would probably recognize me as a relative of its enemy. I don't know if that's good or bad, but...
On sight, Gith are gonna get got by a slot. You know that.
All right, you two stay out here. The rest of us do a united front and
Okay.
I would change my held action channel divinity from on site to like if they start attacking any party member.
I'm gonna put in the telepathic link into Zai's head.
Okay.
If you see anything out here, you can let me know too.
Okay, I will let you know. Do I yell?
You don't have to yell. You can just talk in your head.
And you can
Normal-
hear me all
normal
the time.
Well, then just be specific.
Only with the link.
Just don't do a psychic scream in my head.
Oh, okay, yes, that sounds like it'd be bad.
Just might get a nosebleed. It's not the best.
Oh, that is gross.
You know. Okay. Route into the unknown. Through the door.
You enter the doorway. The Slod does not look up from its perusing of the bookshelves.
See, he's just reading. He's fine. Is it gonna be me or is it gonna be one of you two?
He needs to make a dex save.
It's throwing a book at you.
That's a 22.
You are able to dodge out of the way of a book thrown over the shoulder of this Slod.
With a book being hurtled in his direction, not sure intentional or not, Visa will clear his throat.
Turns around in mild surprise.
Pardon us.
What are you doing here?
We're actually just looking for a wizard named Goldwyn. We don't know much about him, only that he's missing.
Makes me step on a scale once a week. Reaches down below one of the couches, pulls up a bucket, puts its large clawed hand in it, pulls out a bunch of dead tadpoles, shovels in its maw.
That's rough. So those aren't your kin then, huh?
Non-committal grunt.
When's the last time you saw Goldwyn?
Scratches its face, licks its mouth. I don't know. Time's not a thing where I'm from.
Fair. Are you just looking through those books?
Yeah. Lots of them. Gonna take some home with me to Limbo.
Great.
That's fine with us. Yeah, that's good with it. Okay, so you been at. Can you describe to us maybe what happened here? Because we got here by mistake.
Yeah. One of those abominations broke through its cage. And shortly after, alarms started going off and the cage is opened.
Which sort of abomination?
The one with the tentacle now.
The jewel.
Maybe.
Oh,
Bless you.
Uh-huh. What are you doing here?
so we sort of already said that we're looking for Goldwyn.
Yeah. I meant here talking to me.
Well, we were hoping that maybe you'd seen him.
I haven't eaten in a while.
You just ate?
Get him.
There's not much.
It's still eating.
There's a pretty big,
restrict my diet.
there's a pretty big crab on the loose. I hear it's pretty large.
Oh, but your flesh is so much easier to acquire.
I'm gonna send in a message to Zai that just says stand by.
You might not actually find it so easy to acquire.
That's exactly what
Oh,
I was
look.
gonna say.
No flesh on
Before
me.
before we start getting into the nitty gritty of consuming our flesh, just know we're here just to try to get everybody sent back where they came from.
Scratches its face in ponderance.
You were trying to lift the lockdown.
Smiles a toothy grin. Yeah. Yeah, that might do. Okay. I'll see you later. Turns
Wait,
back and starts pulling books again.
Is there anything else in this room? It's just a library with a slot in it?
It's just a library. I mean, you can make an investigation check if you like.
I will do that.
Okay.
Can that be done without wandering too close?
It's not a big library, so you're gonna have to
What
get
is the slot?
kind of close. Huh?
What does his eyes look like?
They are deep set, kind of in folds. This is a little bit of an overweight slot, and they are bright, luminous green, slitted like snake or cat eyes.
Gotcha.
22. You do find a fair amount of rare tomes. Looks like some interesting, like scrolls and other things like that, but nothing secreted away, nothing hidden in that sense.
Great. So, sounds like we can probably try the other door.
Yep.
Okay. Make your way to the other door.
Back in the hallway, do we still hear screeching and banging?
Make a perception check.
We also would have been keeping watch for
Yeah,
this whole time.
Yeah, go ahead and make perception checks, you two, then as well.
7.
19.
No sounds of banging, clicking, or screeching. As you approach the door, you do faintly hear almost a wet slurping.
As we approach the door,
Something behind the door.
I don't know.
This is just full of full surprises.
It's gotta be it though, right? It's the only other option. Well, I guess we'd go back to that
This is
junction point and try the east door.
It's true.
The wet door here does not appeal to me too much.
No, can we maybe save it?
Yep, back on down. Okay, so we're gonna go back to the starting room again. We're
Okay.
gonna try the third door, the one that goes east.
I just have a feeling that Goldwyn's not a loud slurper.
As you reach
could
this
be
door,
steady.
can I have an investigation check
From whom?
from whoever's addressing the door? Likely Ori or
I
Zach?
can do it.
One of the two people,
I'll
the
let her
lockpicker
try
or
to
the.
unlock this one.
Okay,
Investigation, or am I trying to unlock it?
just investigation for now.
Not great. 10.
Okay, you do see a bar, but you also see several arcane rewards on this one.
Oh, God.
You would assume that this is likely the safest room, or the safe room. You can attempt to circumnavigate this, though, with lockpicking and dispel magic.
Who's got the spell magic prepared?
I convey.
Anyone?
I do. I have 2 more 3rd level spell slots left.
Allow me.
Hey.
I've only got 3.
Yeah, I feel you.
Visa's gonna cast a spell magic.
Before you do, I just want to specify there are 3 arcane words on this, just so you know.
Oh,
Okay.
So, in
Yeah,
case
just
you don't want to
three
use all those spell
times.
slots. Yes.
all right. Let me look at these
If we-
up close and personal.
I can get us through if we've no need for animal assistance.
Well, I think we're gonna need that stuff. I'm gonna try to make an Arcana check to see if there's a way to undo these without using the spell magic.
Okay, make an Arcana check.
There a button?
16.
I don't see any way of disarming this here.
Twist them backwards.
What are they? Do I recognize them?
They are wards of sealing. The doors will not open without getting rid of all of these.
Well,
It's like a less intricate, powerful version of the door within Ovendane's crypt.
right. So only options for you two to burn up all your spells. Breaking down this.
I haven't spent much of my power so far, and if this is a much faster route for us to find Goldwyn and perhaps get out of here, then I think that that's energy well spent.
Alright, that's your business. If you have to fall back on some of your other tricks, I guess you're the one to be able to do it.
And I would certainly rely on you all.
Oh yeah, I'm saving up my energies.
Alright. Well, allow me. Visa is going to focus his energy on the door, cast a spell magic.
3 times.
If the first one goes well. Okay.
The fungal spores almost float, glowing, and attach themselves to the runes, now glowing as well. There's a brightness and intensity growth from the spores. And
I
then
think
it puffs out.
he's probably like pressing like the tip of his still lit staff on the runes.
Yeah.
Tracing the lines.
It glows bright and then puffs out.
Oh, that's a relief. Okay, one down. 2 more.
Both of those in quick sequence can be dispelled.
Okay, that's 3 third level spell slots out. Door dispelled.
It is still locked.
I can.
Okay, go ahead and make
What
a
else is
useful
there?
check.
Can I also see if there are any other like traps on the door? Or
Sure,
anything?
go ahead and make an investigation check. You already made.
12. Yeah, it was 10.
Yeah, no worries.
No. Great.
Not traps that you can see.
Okay. And unlocking the door. What do I roll?
It's your proficiency plus your dex.
Yes.
You wheel your crowbar in, looking for tumblers to press to kind of slide this bar free. And you are unable to get it far enough in to trip the bar.
Can't do it. Need somebody else. Yep.
I would try burning it. Burning it.
Before you do, let's try again. And Visa is going to trace his staff and a few geometric patterns over Ori's head as this constellation kind of settles and catches little motes of light on different points of her hair, and he's going to cast Enhanceability on you.
Oh.
Okay.
So your dexterity is at advantage.
I'll give you another go on that.
So
Same check, but you have advantage.
Cool. Great. Thank you, Lisa. 18.
You insert the crowbar again, this time still not finding that groove, and one of the constellations above you like nudges your elbow up, and you get a little bit further looking for an angle, but even with the assistance You're unable to.
This is really tough.
That's all right. You just can take to breaking it, I suppose.
Yeah, I'll just try to jimmy it with my big sword.
I will freeze it
While
again.
Oh, you're gonna freeze it?
Well, you can freeze it too. There's no reason we
I was
both
in an
can't freeze.
apartment.
Oh,
But
wait.
you
What
can
if we?
freeze it.
Hang on. I'm trying to remember the order of operations. If it's cold and gets too hot, that's when it breaks the jar into your sink, Hayden. That's the rhyme that I had to remember after I kept breaking jars. So if I freeze it first and then you heat it up, it will explode, maybe.
Do you
I
really
will
want to
freeze
use 2 spells, or do you want me to just try to use my sword?
I'm still gonna use a spell. It's a
Oh.
cantrip.
Okay. Go for it.
I do
That sounds
frostbite on the door.
Okay, great.
Are you gonna
Unless,
try to
or do
pry
you want
it?
to try to break break the
Yeah,
door?
yeah. You try to pry it
You
first.
break the door.
Roll athletics
Yeah.
for me, Molly.
Come on, Molly, break the door.
Oh.
Do I get advantage on that? Because
If-
I'm so strong.
No, you're not raging.
You gonna rage at the door?
11.
Doors, the biggest boss in all of D&D. You try with all of the leverage you can and all the strength you can, and it does not pop open.
All right, now we try breaking a jar.
Alright.
So,
Visa will contribute to the frostbite to cool it down.
We're gonna try to make it super cooled.
yeah, you're going to try and super cool, and then with the difference in temperature, shatter it.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and roll damage for these coolings.
That's 5 from Visa.
That's 5 for Leaf.
Okay. You do cool it down a significant amount. There is frost and ice on it, but it's hard to tell how much the metal has cooled and how much the frost and ice has just accumulated on the metal. Worth a
Can
try.
I do it again?
You can.
Yeah, I'll do
Okay.
8.
Okay. It starts to get even more
5.
accumulated with frost and pretty cold to the touch.
You did it again too?
Yeah, 5 more.
Total of 23 points of damage. Burning hits?
Yep.
Okay. Go ahead and roll damage on this.
6.
6. You blast into it with fire from your
Sounds
hands,
so bad.
and the ice starts to melt away slowly.
Can I try to firebolt it?
You can assist in this, yes.
Do I have... I should make an attack, I guess, on it.
You don't have to make an attack. It's
Oh, 17 plus
Yeah.
7, so that's pretty good. 10. Nine.
You guys.
Oh, 2d10. Right?
Oh,
Yes.
Level 5.
Oh, a 9 and an 8, so 17.
Rapidly start to try and heat this, but you aren't able to quickly enough differentiate the temperatures if it indeed was cold enough. It does not snap.
Is this door different from the other doors? We were just snapping those things off like nobody's business.
It is different from these other doors.
Okay.
Wait. Apart from the rooms that we saw, it's different?
Not. It seems to be harder to open. Ori is having a harder time opening this one than she did other doors.
Okay. It doesn't look any different.
Does not. Same bar.
Can I assume that the lock is just more complex?
It would be.
This is just
Safe
a harder one to get
assumption.
into.
Okay, now that we've made it cold and made it hot, can I try again with my sword?
You cannot. You've already made your attempt. As you guys are
I have
discussing what to
a
do
last
next,
recourse if we need it.
there is a whirring sound of and the lights fade out.
I'll re-up light
Power.
on my staff.
At 0%. Auxiliary power at 0%. Goodbye.
What? What does goodbye mean?
It means the arcane energy of this area is depleted.
All right, we got to get through this door and quick.
I hesitate to say we double back, but there is that north hallway door we didn't go into.
Yeah, the one with a squelching behind it. Hang on. All right. If I expend a decent amount of my energy, I can get to the other side of this.
What about the end of the hallway, like where the hallway goes?
That's that northern door across from the library.
That's where the squelching sound is.
Wait, so those doors were at the end of the hallway?
Yes.
Oh, I thought y'all told me that the hallway. Okay, cool, great.
They're at the end of the hall.
All right.
So that's the only
if
room we haven't
if
been.
we've exhausted our stuff that we can do to this door, right?
Yep.
All right.
I mean, I could like keep casting spells. I could try a bunch of other things. I rolled 3d6. That's like, you know, I can burn a second level spell slot, but like, is it worth it?
Not a lot else.
If I burn a third level spell slot, I can get to the other side of the door.
By yourself?
By yourself?
Yes. I could potentially get it open on the other side, though.
Corporeally on the other side?
What do you mean by that?
Like your whole body, your whole self?
Yes, my whole self can go to the other side with blinking.
Oh. Ugh. Can you blink in a pocket dimension?
Yeah, I can move 10 feet while I'm in the... Oh, I don't know if I... Hang on a second. Give me... It's a demi-plane. I don't know if I do another plane... well, I'm now saying this out loud, but I'd be hopping into another plane.
Perhaps we save it as a last resort.
I mean, I did the
Well,
open.
if I do that, I might blow up. I gotta make an Arcana check on this. I don't know, Tyler.
Go ahead and
What
make
do
an
I do?
Arcana check.
I did open the bag of holding and put some things in there, and nothing bad happened that I know about.
That might have just been the gods throwing us a bone. That's a 22 Arcana check.
Likely you could probably blink in and out as it is travel to another plane.
It's not creating
It's
one
not-
inside of this one.
It's not creation,
All right.
but you're not
All right.
you're not certain. There's no way to be certain.
Well, I've mulled over this a little bit. I guess it'll be all right. I'll try it out.
Brother, I do not want to die.
Oh, we're gonna die either way. If we go in that hole, we're gonna die. If we open that door over there, we're gonna die. At least this way, we'll go out and maybe get shunted into some other dimension.
Very well.
All right, let's see. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna see if I can. Because Tyler, we were able to open doors on the other side previously, so I'm assuming that logic would carry over. Is that reasonable?
No, it's going to be sealed on the other side as well.
Oh, well then, what am I talking about?
I don't know.
Why
I
would
thought
we-
you were
well,
thinking
we-
that there would be like some button or something.
Right. Well, I mean, we opened the door on the other side for the red caps. Was what I was thinking.
Yes, you guys are physically opening these doors manually every time. You're not.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry
Alright.
if that was confusing.
Well, here's what we can do then. We do one more for the books. All of us, Mick included, trying to lift this bar up, working together. How about that?
Okay.
Okay. Could I get a group athletics check?
I'm not much use, but I'll try.
No, that's the wrong one.
My calculator.
Oh, that's not.
I got a natural 20.
Nice.
How many rages do you get, Zach?
Yeah. Should I could rage.
Oh,
Should I do that?
I mean, if it's worth it to you, because I rolled a 7.
I rolled a 1.
Well,
7.
What?
we're
I thought you got a
just-
nat 20.
no.
Or,
Oh.
Not
yeah.
20.
What do we got? What do we got for
I have a
Visa?
minus
It's a
2 to
4.
athletics.
2.
Okay.
Yeesh.
And what was Ori's? 20 plus
22.
22? So
If I'm raging, that gives me advantage on strength checks.
Yes.
Does that count?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that.
okay, go ahead and roll an advantage.
That's
Oh!
not 20.
Okay.
That makes it
Plus
27.
7. Yeah.
Okay.
It was a 2.
What does Mick get? Get Mick in the mix.
I mean, Mick
Right.
can only lift like 10 pounds.
Dang it.
This is also a very small door for 7 people to be pulling
There's a
against.
lot of
You
height
leave me
differential.
alone.
Yeah, I'm coming from the bottom.
Okay.
This guy's doing something real weird.
I mean, with my 8 strength,
Like-
I'm probably just like pushing on someone's
Maybe
shoulder.
trying to like use her foot or something. It doesn't really make a lot of sense and work very well.
When you
but-
average something, you take all of those things and divide by the number that. Okay, that's what I was
You
thinking.
divide by, in our case, that'd be 4.
4,
Yeah, that's the right amount.
6, correct?
No.
No, 5.
6.
5. Mert's not here. I was like, that's really low. Still pretty low. 11.8.
What?
As you guys strain together.
Wait, what did you guys roll?
He rolled a 2.
7.
I don't know why Visa
Okay,
would have
yeah.
even participated.
You guys strain against it and are unable to budget.
Why did I try to help with this? This doesn't make any sense. I can only bring the
Can
average
we go
down.
back and just average mine and Ori's?
No,
That's-
this was
that's
a group
really
check. We already
sense
had
here.
your individual checks.
We're like collectively pushing down on the door on the bar, somehow making it worse.
You too.
Significantly worse.
Just like leaning on Zek,
Like,
like,
I
oh,
don't
sorry.
know, like pushing your hands out of the way.
Okay, so we've thrown like 30 dice at this door. We
Tyler's
should
not
probably go
letting
try
us
something
through.
else.
Okay, no, you know
Sorry.
what? I've had it. We didn't get the last door. We've got to get at least one
What
door
was the
in
last
this.
door?
Oh,
the
and Dane's
golden
crypt.
door in the crypt that killed us.
All right.
Killed you.
Fine.
Right.
If we're gonna do it like this, then I'm gonna cast Dragon's Breath again, just on
Okay.
myself.
Okay.
And
Okay.
because it lasts 1 minute, that means that technically I can sit here and cast it 10 times.
Yep.
No, wait.
You can
Yeah,
use
10
it 10
times.
times.
I'm gonna.
Are you gonna do fire?
You're just gonna blast this for a full minute.
I'm just going for a full minute to blast it with acid.
With acid.
And
Okay.
well, actually, do you have an idea that would befit fire?
I have control flame.
I mean, I don't.
So
I don't-
if you have fire, I can like control it in like one spot. Like,
Oh, you can?
Maybe through the lock.
we're going to make a very high-powered laser.
Yeah.
I can easily do that. That's
Okay,
like,
let's. If you can do that, then we're gonna do fire, and we're gonna use it to cut through the bar.
It's a lightsaber.
Leaf opens his mouth wide and
But like a
fire
drill.
begins to pour out in a concentrated cone shaped by Ori directly into the center of this beam. It starts to grow dull orange and then cherry. The orange spreads, the white spreads. Eventually a circle of heat boring through this bar. Finally melting through.
I am so mad
we just
right
needed
now.
to do that.
The bar clatters down, no longer having anything to hold it.
All right, now there's not
See,
something
we were
good.
using tricks that weren't our strengths, and this is our strength.
Yeah,
I could
just hope it
use
doesn't.
you like with smithing and stuff. That'd be really cool.
I just don't want it to cost us in the long run, you know.
So, you guys open the door.
Well,
Oh yes.
Nah,
No.
let's go back to Squelchy.
You open it to a short hallway.
Guess it's not so much a safe door anymore.
At the end, a wall.
What?
Permeated by a single split diagonally down the middle.
Like, just like a line, or it's like a hole?
Like a small gap.
What's through the gap?
Not big enough to, it's like the gap between a double door.
Oh,
A seam.
Okay.
okay.
Diagonally.
Cool.
Okay, looks like a.
What if we push it?
Push it. Solid metal.
Can I try to pry? Or is
Pull it.
there anything else in the room, in the hallway?
Short hallway.
No buttons,
It looks
Very
like this is
visible.
the door.
runes.
We're gonna try to pry it open.
No room.
See if
Go ahead and roll athletics.
let's see if it can be pried open.
15.
15. You start to tremblingly pull it open an inch, 2, 3. As you're pulling it open, you see a second seam going the opposite direction, diagonally. But then you're not able to hold it, and it slams shut.
Do I see? Can I like take a look around and see if there is any button or something that would open these doors?
Make an investigation check.
I think. Can I have done a
17.
quick thing?
You don't see anything, but as you're investigating, very, very muffled, Visa only hears from the other side. Hello?
Oh, there's a voice. Just like with the red caps, there may be two parties on either side of the door.
Vis will speak up.
Hello?
I can barely hear you. Who's there?
We're here on behalf of the Celadon Guard, looking for Goldwyn.
Oh, that's me. I'm Goldwyn.
Well, you want to let us in?
Oh, I can't
No.
with the lockdown. That's why I'm in here.
Oh,
What
You know you
maintains...
got-
Oh, sorry.
you know you got yourself in a fair amount of trouble out there.
Yes, I'm aware. The automatons are non-functioning.
What maintains the lockdown?
There are four power orbs that are engaged in a room by the library.
Oh,
Disengage each of them, and it should lift.
There's something in there making a squelchy sound, kind of like. You know what that might be?
Sorry, I just think it's really funny that you have to make the squelch loud enough to have him hear it through the door.
Double, 2 layers of metal doors.
Could be a chul or a slod tadpole.
That's a pretty diverse set of sizes and threats.
I only had 3 specimens at the time of containment breach.
You have a lot more than that now.
Wait, he had 3 tadpoles?
No, he was specifying the chul, the red cap,
Oh.
and the slod
Okay.
family.
All right. Well, you got any other advice for us on how to quickly shut those orbs off?
There should be a lever to engage each orb. They're fairly intuitive.
All right.
so we just pull down the levers?
Yes.
Try not to get squelched.
Suppose we know what we must go do.
Well, let's go do it then.
I got an idea. Before we get in there, I'm gonna try to. Yeah, we'll go back to the lab. I'm gonna try to make a bunch of ruckus over maybe by the hole that it came out of. Do you think maybe we could draw it away, or do you think we ought to just go in there?
How long was that hallway?
The
It'll be a
hallway
good
that
ways
you
away
guys
to do
were
something like
in
that.
by the
The hallway with the library in it.
40 feet.
Okay. And the two doors were at the end of the hallway.
No, there was one on the left,
Mhm.
about midway down, and then towards the end of the hallway, there was just one on the right. The hallway dead ends.
Okay. So from the room that we started in, can I see, can we peek out and see the orbs that he was talking about in the hallway?
You cannot. It's sealed behind one of the room doors.
It's behind the door that we didn't go through
Oh.
because
Door
of
we
the
didn't go
squelching.
into. The one
You
at
would
the
like
end
to
on the
see
right.
my map? I can circle where
Oh.
we're going next because it's the worst room of all. The squelch zone.
Squelch door.
Squelch door it is. I don't think I can distract anything away from that.
I have a question before we leave Golden. Are those levers pretty sturdy? Is it easy for them to be ripped off or anything?
Fairly sturdy. They're metal.
Okay. Okay.
But please don't break anything in there.
I'm not worried about us breaking things. I'm worried about the thing in there breaking things.
Oh, but boy. Okay.
We should just prioritize, just whispering, not speaking through the door. I think we should just prioritize getting out of here.
Yeah.
Okay, alright, we'll do our best.
While they go down towards the door, I'm gonna double back a little bit and I'm gonna cast Thaumaturgy and make the sound of a bunch of footsteps in the laboratory.
Okay.
I want to try to see if I can draw something in there.
Okay. You sound a bunch of footsteps throughout the laboratory, clomping around, quite loud.
And then I'll go rejoin the rest of the party.
Make a perception check for me first.
Oh! Perception. It's my best one. It's a 7 today.
And you hear nothing with a 7.
That's it.
But as you're exiting, you see little droplets from the vent in the hallway. Red tadpoles.
Nope.
Over by the laboratory.
Yep. You can hurry your way past if you'd like.
Yes, as quickly as possible.
As there's only a few scouts dripping through at the moment. But it seems like your footsteps have at least drawn tadpoles. You rejoin the group outside of the door, I assume?
Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything else we're doing before we're opening this door?
I mean, is this still squelching?
There is. It's louder.
Oh, cool.
Is it squelchier?
It's...
Yeah, we know it's louder, but is it squelchier?
It's hard to put your finger on what's making it louder, but it seems like it's significantly louder.
But is it squelchier?
It's squelchier.
Waster.
What was your perception last time? I'm gonna retain it.
A lot, I think.
There are also sudden impacts of what you assume to be heavy amounts of liquid smacking the ground every now and then. This.
Gross.
It's so wet in this. Okay, I'm going to declare this now that whenever the door is about to be open, I'm going to cast Blink before we go in there.
Okay.
So don't rely on you. You wanna
Well, what does that mean? The only way I can be relied on is when I'm being
Oh, I guess you
blinked.
come back. Okay, fine.
Yes.
Perhaps if we
Just
throw
don't rely on me to get hit up like.
Yeah, he just can't get targeted.
Perhaps if we throw the door open and begin with a volley into the room.
You think it's like definitely a big bad something that we should kill for sure.
Well, we know for sure there's still a jewel on the loose. I don't believe we eliminated all of the tadpoles.
Okay, I will try to do that thing again as soon as we get the door open.
All
like
right.
take the chopstick out of my hair and like hold it kind of trembling with my hands in front of me, waiting for the door to open.
Zach will take a moment and like put his hands over her hands and like kind of like try to say the prayer too, and then like look Zion in the eyes and be like, "It's okay. Sandra will have our path."
Do you still have light up, by the way, or is it darkened?
He's had light up since the emergency power was out.
Cool. Between Ori and Zek, you are able to get this door open. And as you swing it open to blast it from Zai?
Yep.
Is that the plan?
That's what's
I
happening.
mean, if we
as
see
soon as
stuff,
it's open,
Okay.
What kind of blast?
You
channel divinity. So any
Are
hostile
greeted-
creature.
with a large square room with 4 orbs, one in each corner, glowing a soft blue hue. In the center is a large, carapaced, many-legged creature with long, large, almost like crab claw appendages, and a armored head with no eyes. Large, like pink, red tentacles sprouting from its face. It's currently got its head up in the air, and its tentacles are twisting in a pattern, moving, saliva dropping down. In the ceiling, there is a hole, and twisting down from the hole is a second set of tentacles intermingling.
Oh.
Bad.
With this Chol's
Oh.
tentacles.
No.
Before we roll initiative, that's where we'll leave off.
Oh.
You're gonna give us all nightmares, and not of slaying anything, of just of
Hey.
that.
Yeah. Bye,
Is that
Jeremy.
thing that-
Bye,
Oh.
Jeremy.